Hello, day 5 of Ebertfest. Hi. We sometimes talk about eliminating the Sunday part of the program because it's a lot of people. No? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. You know, we heard that people like to leave to go back to get ready for their life outside of Ebertfest, and but for those of you who can stay, we have Sundays at Ebertfest, which we really have made into an event, because not only do we try to have a movie that either is a musical or has some connection with music, but we do a live performance. And Sundays at Ebertfest actually was one of our favorite things. It's just that it made the festival go on longer than we had planned. Oh, that's a good thing, okay? So today, before we get to our Sunday selection, and this selection, when I first saw this movie, I knew I wanted it at Ebertfest, and I was hoping that we would be fortunate enough to have it. But of course, you know, that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm first going to talk about, once again, thanking all of the people who helped make this festival such a success. Up in the projection booth, we have James Bond, and Joaquin de la Puente, and Travis Bird. And I'd like for you to meet some of our stagehands who help make things move seamlessly for us. Kevin McGuire and the crew, the whole crew. Will you come out, those of you who are backstage?
That's it. Everybody else is out there. He's right back there. Steven. It's Steven. And then,
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we have already talked about, we already saw Carlo Anselmo, who's been here. He's a volunteer who had been here 19 of the 20 years. And I just want to just say thank you to all of the other volunteers who are here. Thank you. And this was so much in honor of two volunteers who passed away recently, Leonard Doyle and Sharon Sherry Slade. We talked about Mary Frances Fagan, who also left us earlier this year, and who just last Saturday had her memorial service at the Museum of Broadcast Communications. But another friend of the festival, Bill Knack, was an alum of the University of Illinois. He was a sports writer for the Daily Illini. And one of the things he was known for, besides being the one who wrote that beautiful book about the horse secretariat that the movie was based on, is he loved the movie The Great Gatsby. He just loved F. Scott Fitzgerald, and he loved quoting the last page of The Great Gatsby, and he did it all the time. And he quoted it at our wedding, he quoted it at his own wedding. One day, Roger and I, we went for a walk at a lily pond in Lincoln Park near our house in Chicago, and he quoted it there. And Roger and I shot him, filmed him. Have to be careful of your words these days. And Steve James liked that so much, He put the beginning of it in his movie, and then he filmed Bill Knack doing the rest of it. Bill and Roger were lifelong buddies, very good friends, and so in honor of Bill Knack, I'd like to show you a little bit of him quoting The Great Gatsby. Thank you. Things like this mean so much to us because this is a festival. You know, in the survey, some of the people talked about things that they thought were some of their best things and some of their worst things at the festival. And one of the things that came up consistently is you know that you're at a film festival, so you're going to get a different experience than just going to the multiplex and going to the movies. And one of the things about this festival is we really care about the people who come here, and the people, not just our filmmakers, but our people behind the stage hands, the volunteers, the audience, because we couldn't do it without you year after year. And I want to just thank you for coming this year. And now the movie?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say something?
No, I just came out here to see the video. So.
Nate, again, makes it so easy. He has this dry wit, and he just cares about getting things done, and we work very well together. Thank you, Nate.
Okay. Thank you.
And on top of that, at his advanced age, he's the father of a 3-year-old. She is so cute. I'm just teasing about advanced age. Well, not really, but he has his wife, he has 3 beautiful daughters. Nate's oldest daughters used to come to this festival when they were little girls, and we would put them on the stage. We used to have a family program on Saturday mornings that we're thinking about possibly bringing back. And when we say family program, it's not like just, Disney movies. They're movies that challenge both children and families. And his daughters were so articulate in coming on the stage and participating. They've both grown up to be physically beautiful young women, but also very talented. And then he has a 3-year-old, Cleo, who has become like this social media sensation. I think she's probably going to hate that you put her on so many times when she gets older, but she is the most adorable thing, and his wife, Christy. So They are all like
Sophie's
families.
here in the audience.
Sophie, would you please stand? Sophie Cohen. That's one of Nate's daughters. So the movie that we're going to see this morning is something that I like, those movies where you think you know something, and once you've seen the documentary, you realize how much you didn't know. What I didn't know about Rumble is how much of our music, rock music, even gospel music, was influenced by Native American contributions, Native American chants, Native American culture. And some of the things that you're going to see in here, I think you'll be just as stunned as I am and as delighted. So I'm going to introduce the co-director and director of photography, Alfonso Majorana. He's based in Montreal, and he's DP experience. He has DP experience. He was a director of photography on Hollywood films, independent features, and television series. He brings a distinctive look and feel to the films he shoots. His directing credits include The Big World, which premiered at the Montreal International Film Festival. He is passionate about music history, and he's inspired by filmmakers like Jim Jarmusch, Francois Truffaut, and Francis Ford Coppola. His combination of visual style and storytelling come together in Rumble. Now, after, I'm going to have him come out and introduce the film, and I want you to stay afterwards because we're going to have a panel that consists of Rita Colburn-Wack, the Peabody-winning director of the Maya Angelou film, who had also previewed this film for another film festival and loved it. And so we're fortunate to have her, and we're also going to have George LePeau, who is a classical concert pianist and the founder and co-director of the International Beethoven Project. So you're going to be in for a treat for the panel, and then after that, you're going to be in for a treat because we have Pura Fay, who is going to perform live after this. So I'm so excited right now that I'm just going to get off the stage and have Alfonso Majorana come out here. And Pura Fay right now.
Thank you so much. I want to give you a big hug. You're amazing. Thank you.
Well, I'm really honored to be here, and thank you, Chaz, and just to everyone at the Ebertfest. It's been really a humbling experience to be here and to see all of you attend to see this film that we did. First of all, I'd just like to acknowledge all the indigenous ancestors of this land for allowing us to share this day together. And thank you. So, I just want you to watch this film, and just having one thing in mind is I guess everyone grows up listening to music at a very young age, and so we all share those kind of moments, early morning radio moments of great music and diverse music, and that's the key, I think, because diversity is freedom, and if there's freedom, then there's happiness, and I think there's also sort of a path to knowledge, and when that happens, then I guess maybe everybody can get along. So I don't want to say too much more because I kind of want to watch the film as well, once again, because it's so, it's still a rock and roll kind of music documentary, but there is some important history and sort of the untold story of Native Americans and their influence on music. And I mean, like Chaz was saying, you know, from blues to rock to jazz to punk to heavy metal, you know, rap. I mean, Native Americans have been making music from the beginning. They're the first people of this nation, and so they have an amazing culture, a rich culture, which includes music, dance, and all the arts. So hopefully you can remember that as you're watching. And I think I spoke too much because I just want to say, this is Pure Faye, who I just want to say is sort of the inspiration, kind of the catalyst of a lot of our research that we did for the film. And so that's Pure Faye.
I'm not going to speak. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the film.
Thanks.